Hi, I'm Jeremy Lohr, and behind me is a 6-pocket billiards table, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play 8-ball. 8-ball is the most popular billiards game in the world. While there are many variations of 8-ball, today I will be showing you how to play the American 8-ball style, which is used by professionals around the world. Now you need to keep in mind that 8-ball has some of the most contested rules out of all the billiards games, but today I'll be using the International Pool Tour rules, which are used in professional tournaments around the world and broadcasted on television. Here are some items you're going to need to play billiards. First off, you need 7 strike balls and 7 solid balls, numbered just 1 through 15, and you also need a cue ball. The second item you'll need is a pool cue. Pool cues come in many different sizes and weights according to your preference. Also, pool chalk is an optional item that you can use to better help you control the pool cue. The last item you'll need is a triangular rack. This is necessary to organize the balls for the break. To rack the balls, you need the 1 ball first. Upon putting the 1 ball in there, you take its sister color, which is the 9 ball, and put it next to it. Then you go with the 2 ball and its sister color, and so on. Remember to put the 8 ball in the middle of the rack. Also, don't put the cue ball in the rack. Now, we're ready for what we call the lag. The lag is used to determine which player will break. The lag begins with the first player lining up the cue ball on one end of the table and shooting it so that it hits the opposite end of the table and rolls back to the player without hitting the bumper closest to him. The second player does the same. The player's shot that got closest to his end of the table without touching it wins the lag and decides whether he or his opponent breaks. Next comes the break. After the break, the first player to pocket a stripe or solid ball determines what he will be shooting throughout the rest of the game, with the 8 ball being last to determine the winner. During the course of the game, if you are to pocket the 8 ball with any of your balls left on the table, you automatically lose.
I'm a loser!
If you strike any ball on the table and you pocket the cue ball, this is called a scratch. You are to remove the cue ball, lose your turn, and remove a previously pocketed ball of yours. If you strike the cue ball and it hits nothing of yours on the table, this is also a scratch. The game is won when the first player who sinks all of his balls and then the 8th ball wins. And those are the rules for billiards. But remember, the #1 rule for any game is sportsmanship. Good loss, Dad.
Not